Hello, today is June 11th. It's before 6. It's 5:48 in the morning. So today I am very exhausted. This is part of that lifestyle where you're like, Jesus, why did I work today? Why did I take today? Oh yes, so I can pay the bills of my house. Okay. It's like showing up when you don't want to. Of course, I'm going to get the juices out of my system when I get in there, and eventually I'll catch that second wind and be like, all right, this is what's up. I'm doing this for the love of the game, you know. I'm here to help out people. It's a parallel lifestyle. You do it in Christianity. You do the walk. You follow the word of God, even when you want to go by the way of the flesh, you know. And I also put that into practice in my training. I want to be a classic physique competitor. Means, so when you're tired, when you're dead dog tired, you have to do something every day. You don't have to do to the point of exhaustion to where you can't function at your job or around your family, but you gotta put into practice what you preach, you know. Tonight must be a progressive, adaptive overload session. Yesterday was chest, back, and shoulders. Tonight has to be bicep, tricep, legs. Gotta hit the stimulus at least twice a week. I do it where I do overload sessions, progressive overload sessions, and then I do at least what I like to call 2 to 3 flush sessions. That would be S tier. So I'm working all the muscle groups at least 2 to 4 times a week, depending on the energy level of myself and the schedule that is dealt before me. Call volumes sometimes affect this. Sleep affects this for sure. Go between circadian rhythms affect this. But I'm committed to the cause. I want to get to the stage in 2027. I'm starting to see striations in my legs and in my chest. And then the one motivating thing for myself, because you don't see yourself on a month-to-month schedule. You see yourself on a daily, hourly, minutely, secondly schedule. You look at old photos and you're like, geez Louise. Wow. I thought I was in shape, but I look like a bag of potatoes, you know? That's the motivation that keeps me going. Old comparisons. I recommend we all do that. Anybody that's passionate about fitness should just keep taking pictures of themselves at one particular time in a month. For me, it's the 6th of the month. I try to make it the 6th of the month, but sometimes sometimes it's the 7th. 6-7, right? It's okay. Take monthly photos at the same time, same conditions, same. So it's like, okay, you want to have it where you're at least fasted for at least 12 hours, and preferably after a BM. It's not always ideal. You can't always get a BM to happen. Sometimes they like to say shit happens, but other times shit does not always happen. So you work with what you got. But you do look at yourself over the months and you're like, geez. And then you just look at like family photos where you're out with the kids and the wife, right? And you're dressed in normal clothes. And you see that stomach area and you're like, woof. Compare that month to month, year to year, and then you'll say, okay, I'm about this life now, you know. Maybe I can go public with an adaptive program that I developed with this shift work I do, and use of prior knowledge of personal training, putting both into practice and creating something new, helping other first responders get there as well. I see it. I see the proof of concept. It's working. And it's not like, okay, you want to hit a certain weight. Of course I want to hit a weight. I want to hit at least 184 before I go on stage. That's the truth. But you can't get fixated on just the number itself, because when you just put in the time, you just burn 5 calories per minute doing a stationary home bike. That's 2,000 calories a week I'm doing at the very minimum, at 400 minutes. And 400 minutes, I believe, is 6 hours and 20 minutes. I might have to cross-check that, but I believe it's 6 hours and 20 minutes. So, 6 hours of cardio, you start forming what's called a BMR, basal metabolic rate. And that's when you start metabolizing things faster. Cortisol gets burnt out when you do low intensity cardio as well. What else does it kill? Ghrelin. Ghrelin is the hunger hormone. Low intensity cardio. Kill that. Sorry, my camera fell. Phone. Whatever. I'm still here. These are all good things. A lot of friends ask me, they say, Chris, if you do cardio, does it kill your muscle? It depends. Low intensity, steady state cardio, LISS? No. High intensity interval training? Yes. Because you're a nut and you want to get things done fast and unsustainably. Yeah, it's going to cause rhabdomyolysis. You're probably going to go to the hospital if you want to be a fool and goes balls to the wall, both in weight training and in cardio. So my approach is to do low intensity. It's more repeatable. I'd rather do something than nothing. That's a big thing. We want to go for the maximum effort all the time. This is good until it's not good. Because what's sustainable? Are you going to go maximum effort every single time, every day of the week, after you didn't sleep nothing but 4 hours, and then you're working a day shift, and then you go to another day shift, and then you go into a night shift, and then, of course, your wife and kids want to see you at some point. So you gotta put on that hat as a family man. No, you gotta be what you gotta be. You gotta do something that's repeatable and sustainable. Anyways, that's it. I have nothing else to say today. Hope you all have a good day, and God bless.